3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. 3 times over, boy.
Wake up, thank God, kiss my wife, hug my dog, and get great love. In this life, I'm confident and I stand tall. Check for customers, missed calls, head to the bathroom stall. Mirror, mirror that's on the wall, don't say a thing, just let me ball. Today's the day that I want it all, no hesitation, no pause or stall. Made my meditation on money making, exceed beyond the thoughts of the lost. Through the dedication of education, I see the secret financial laws. Boy, I'm in the matrix and it feel contagious. This is inclinations of a real life boss. I manifested my thoughts, I plan invested in bought. I stand erected and taught, directed methods that lost. With introspective impulse, I corrected imminent loss. It was meant effective in cost. Man, I make assessments in golf with many lessons business had brought. Every single blessing that I came across was finessed with the message that the game taught. Gotta be the best or get lost, so you end up in a mess, so stressed and pissed off. If you pass the test, then destiny costs me to go ahead and flex the best that you floss, and that's that. Green mask, green gloves, green hat, green truck, green grass, green bucks, green stacks, green duck. Green mask, green gloves, green hat, green trucks, green dog, green dove. You can call me the green plug. Green mask, green gloves, green hat, green trucks, green grass, green bucks, green stacks, green duck, green backs, green gloves, green mask, green glove, green dog, green dove. You can call me the green plug.
Welcome to South City, St. Louis.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I am Larry Johnson Jr. This is ljjlawncare, and you are tuning in. Thank you for clicking the button. Now let's have a conversation of dark matter while we are inside of the Guap Glider 3000. Now, if you feel like it, bro, it'll help out the channel a lot. It'll help me out if you are entertained or you enjoy the content. Check out the members only, bro. You will be surprised on what's going on over there, bro. Check it out. But anyway, if you've been here before and you like this content, just hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. And share. Turn on them bells, bro. I might make a playlist for the conversation of dark matter and the Guap Glider 3000. I think I might make a separate list for that. But yeah, man, today I want to speak to all the beginners, the intermediate, the professionals, the experts, and the elite. I think it's time for us all to have this serious conversation, and we need to talk about something that is true for all of us, bro. And I think this would be beneficial, and sometimes we need to be reminded about what I'm finna talk about. Okay, enough fluff talk. Make sure you watch the video till the end. That's supporting the channel right there, believe it or not. So anyway, when you first started, you used to bend over backwards. To those that's just starting, you might find yourself bending over backwards trying to please and appease customers. It's just the way it is. You don't have that many customers. You're trying to build up your clientele. You're trying to fill up your schedule. You're going to be flexible because you want to appease the customer, giving them 5-star services. But as your company begins to grow, there will be a lack of flexibility transpiring. Yeah, man. I want to talk about how I'm not all that flexible as I used to be, man. I used to be super duper crazy flexible, bro, for customers or clients, whatever y'all want to call them. And I think that some of us, we have reached the peak where we don't have to be flexible, but we find ourselves still being flexible. And it is a major inconvenience to ourselves, the solo lawn care provider. Just being 100% real. Yesterday, that was last night, I was watching YouTube and I seen Florida Turf, bro. Florida Turf, man. To me, that's who look, before I started my business, I used to watch Florida Turf. I would watch Blaze of Grass, Johnny with Blaze of Grass. I would watch Keith Kelfers. I watched what's that man name? The Juggernaut. And it was one more person. I can't remember his name, but yeah, him. I used to watch another person. And they are, to me, very professional. Seriously, they're very professional. And I used to ask my wife when I was before I started, I said, what does it mean to be professional? She said, you. She said, you are professional. This is before I even started business. I said, huh? She said, like, being kind, you nice, you're fair. You know what I'm saying? You have expertise in different subjects. Like you're professional. Like you are an expert. I'm like, oh, okay. That didn't help out, not one bit. Like I don't even know. I'm just like, okay, so just be nice and polite. Yeah, that's being professional. I'm like, okay. So sometimes we mix the ideal of being professional with being too kind and flexible. You know, you can be professional and not be flexible, as I am. You know what I'm saying? When I say I'm not flexible at all. I can't flex at all anymore. Like at this point, look, let me share something with y'all, bro. I'm 43 years old, bro. The reason why my equipment costs $10K and I won't buy nothing used or something that you know, that I felt like I did my studies and everything. I didn't want to waste no more money, bro. The reason why I bought that, why it's like that, because I needed true efficiency, bro. Sure efficiency. I was thinking to myself, having a lawnmower on the back of this push mowing, to me, is not efficient. And when I say efficient, it's about making it as easy as possible on yourself. Plain and simple. I have no flexibility. Matter of fact, come to find out, after observing my life, I am efficient in my life, period. This is a personality trait of being efficient. You know, I like to make stuff easy, period. There are several companies that I've worked for before that they had to change company policies because when I get hired, after working for them for about a year or whatever, and they see how I'm doing and how easy things, like I don't do what they're instructing me to do. I take what they instructed and make it easier. So this is in all companies I've ever worked for, they had me training them and changing company policies. So this is just how I am. This is who I am. I'm about not working hard, working easy, you know? So the whole point that I'm talking about this stuff, man, is because if you ever emotionally find yourself doing something that you wouldn't do, that you don't want to do, don't do it, bro. Because being flexible, bro, is a one thing, but when you start being flexible for your client and stuff, they're going to start expecting that, bro. They're going to expect your flexibility. You cannot show that you are, look. I'm not trying to say don't be flexible, bro. For the beginners, I'm telling y'all, do whatever you feel comfortable, but eventually these promises that you made to your customers ain't gonna last because you're gonna not be as flexible. Maybe if you hire some people, I don't know, if you have a company and you hiring people, you got a second truck. Yeah, I'm flexible. I can come over there this day. Oh, you get paid that day? Okay, well, I'll wait that day to cut your yard. I'm not on that level of flexibility no more. I haven't been there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you, from the beginning, I haven't been there. You know, let me give you an example of how flexible people is. Today I woke up and I just opened up my Facebook and I seen in the area that I work at. I don't know why. I'm in these groups, right, bro? Because when I had first started, I had placed myself in these groups. I was trying, you know, putting myself out there like, hey, I'm here to cut grass. But this was crazy what I seen. The flexibility was ridiculous. I seen someone post saying that they need their grass cut. It's just the front, and they want and they'll do it. They'll pay $20 via Venmo. So they saying how much they're gonna pay and how they're gonna pay. And the comment area was popping with people that were saying, hey, I'll be in town this day if you don't mind DMing me. You know, I feel like people that cut grass for $20 are the ultimate flexible people. I'm not flexible like that. And the reason why I'm not flexible is because I want to keep going. I want to stay in business. So if you want to stay in business, I'm assuming that you want to not be too flexible as a solo operator. But like I was saying, I was watching Florida Turf, bro, last night. And it was funny because to me, this guy is on the expert level. Like, seriously, he been in business for a while. He doing this thing. And this man sounding like me now. I'm like, what? He's saying that he can't give, every customer can't get the 5-star, what's it called? 5-star services. He said it is what it is now. Yeah. Listen, y'all, I'm from South City, St. Louis, bro. Do y'all see what I go through? For those that's willing to flex their prices down and lower it, you know, it's kind of strange to me because when it comes to this game, bro, I was trying to explain to y'all that it's like this everywhere. Those who's not willing to flex, I mean that's willing to flex, meaning lower their price down to get a customer. They willing to flex on their prices. Bro, that's everywhere. The $20 guy is everywhere in the United States of America, bro. Don't get it twisted. You cannot be flexible, bro. Now, what I was talking about with the 5-star thing, you know, he's saying he can't do that. It's kind of funny because I was just saying he ain't playing no more. He's done. He's finally, I think, you know, he was saying if I come up to somebody's yard and they have all this stuff out there in their yard, basically they're not finna get the 5-star treatment. And then he said, fight against it though. He said, you know, try to do good, you know. So it's in him to actually, you know, try. He want to please the customers, bro. We all do. That's wild if you don't want to, but it's just that I might not be the right lawn care provider for you. You might need a more flexible lawn care, somebody that's willing to flex and fluctuate prices, someone that's willing to negotiate and flex their price, their bottom line, be flexible on their bottom line, somebody that's willing to do things for free, flexible, you know. And the more customers you get, the less flexible you'll be, period. So don't worry if you are a beginner and you are going through some stress, some heartache and pains, and you just really upset and you have mental stress. Don't trip off of it. You being flexible, bro. But you being too flexible. The moment you start standing on business, that's when you'll feel good, bro. You'll feel that stimulation releasing, bro. You'll feel like, dang, I should have been doing this. Because being too flexible, bro, will stress you out, bro. They will bend your back backwards, or they'll bend you forward with no lubrication for the situation, bro. So I'm just telling y'all off the rip, stop being flexible in your prices. Stop being flexible in your services. Like, if that's something that you don't do, you know what I'm saying? Don't, if there's a service that you do offer and you just gonna do it for free, nah, bro. Don't be flexible like that. I'm gonna tell you something, how people think, bro. Don't nobody care that you did it for free, man, like that. I'm just telling you the truth, man. They move on. People move on with life. Like, oh, man, thank you. I really appreciate that. And then they move on. They move clean on. Ain't thought about you again, bro. Ain't gonna be no tips next time. Oh, maybe next time they'll pay. Bro, none of that stuff. People let me tell you, in order to be on the schedule of LJJ Lawn Care schedule, you have to be extremely flexible, and you have to understand that this is the way he does things, plain and simple. I'm not flexible in no way, bro. No way. Y'all see that if you've been watching the content, for those that is not flexible on taking cash, which I'm all for it. I'm all for cash, bro. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. I need all of it. And the way I get it, it has to be understood. Place it somewhere that's discreet. No flexibility. Ain't no, oh, well, not gonna do. No, I'm not flexible like that. No, I need it where placed somewhere. I'm not finna be out here in this sun and then come out and deal with knocking on doors, waiting 3 to 4 minutes for you to come to the door. Ain't no way. Well, that's why I put all my clients on yard book, and I have cards on file. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Much love to you. That's good for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I can't talk too much. Ain't nothing I can say about that. That's good for you, bro. That's good for you. Pay your taxes. Do your right thing. Do everything right, bro, by the books. That's how we supposed to roll. But yeah, man, that's how we do it, right? So I'm just telling y'all the reality of truth when it comes to this. The more flexible you are, bro, the more unhappy you're going to be. You have to be stern, stiff, and the way it is. Now, don't get me wrong, that means slow pay. And when I say slow pay, that means that you might be building your schedule slow. Like, for instance, my schedule's starting to get built up again. About time, bro. It's about time. But it was a slow build, bro. It was a slow build. I'm telling you. I'm still building it, and it's slow. People that get on the schedule, that manage to be able to make the schedule, they're my customers. I sift through customers before they be able to make it on there, bro. Before people don't even get, too much. If a customer is too demanding of something or whatever, you don't make the schedule. It's a whole bunch of ways that we never made it. We never made it. And I move on. No flexibility for the situation either, bro. Just move on. But yeah, man, y'all drop down below and let me know, what do you think about being flexible? Because I know it's some people that's like, man, that's what we in business for, to make people happy, to service people, make them happy. I'm in business to make myself happy, bro. I'm not trying to be funny. In the process of making myself happy, I know what's going to happen. The customer will be happy. You get what I'm saying? Plain and simple. That's the way that it works for me. I don't know how it'll work for everybody else, but that's how it works for me. When I'm happy, the customer's happy. It ain't no such thing as I'm not happy and the customer's happy. Ain't no such thing as that. I'm not flexible like that, bro. Some of us is built to do all type of stuff, be able to do things, but I'm not built like that. I need to be happy myself. If I'm not happy, nope. It's not going to work. It's a done deal. But anyway, y'all, this is another conversation of dark matter. Remember, bro, put yourself first, man. Plain and simple, put yourself first and do your thing. Don't get caught up in trying to be so flexible that you're unhappy, bro. I'm telling you, it's not going to work for you. But anyway, this is Larry with LJJ Lawn Care. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell button. Thank you for tuning in. Check out the membership only. It's only $1.99. It'll blow your mind. All right, y'all. I'm going to holler at you in a minute. Peace.
Crazy how I came up in this game and then I ran them up. It's Larry Johnson Jr., LJJ Lawn Care, all on them trucks. I stand insanely on it, bro. I love to gain a customer. I mainly maintain what I must. I earn their trust off of the bucks. I'm blessing them with beauty cuts and placing them on YouTube, cause I'm trying to get subscriptions up. I'm driven by ambition, bro. I'm all about integrity. You should never compare to me unless you wanna see how deep your insecurity can be. I'm rolling solo in these streets and all I know know is to live free. I'm full of peace, but when it comes to lawn care, boy, I am a beast. I never leave until it's clean. I get them weeds and everything. I throw some seeds and motion leaves and trim them trees and charge them fees. And yes, I am the king of string. I said exactly what I mean. You see the way I do my thing. Them edges squared and crispy clean. Then if you haven't did it yet, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And best believe that LJJ Lawn Care is gonna be right there.